And my favorite sim racer, Gran Turismo 7, working on the Gran Turismo skill set and clearly not demonstrating what should be done, because what should be done on a Monday is before getting involved in your first race, get as much practice as possible, and why not make it a money-making Monday and go on the world map, not on these weekly races, but the world map, race some AI, make a million or two, get 20, 30, 40 laps in, and then jump in. Matthias Yoda, good evening. What is up? Thank you very much for making it. And we've got Dev. Welcome back, Dev. Great to see you. No, I don't swear. If ever I swear, it'd be completely accidental and, might happen once a year. But no, I don't swear. I'm not a swear bear. But I do enjoy my sim racing, and I try to have clean, safe, smart races. And I really try to avoid trouble. Generally, I don't make too many mistakes when it comes to hitting other cars by accident. When I do, it really is an accident, unless it's a bit of a Batman situation. If I get hit consecutively on a straightaway, well then, sometimes I'll just slow down, hold my ground, and have the car go off track. I'm not sure why your name is in green, Deb, but it's great to have you back, friend. Now, Ronan47, thank you so much. I will need luck. I've jumped in with too much confidence because we often race Daytona with the subscriber YouTuber races. I said I can handle this race. Did one lap of practice thinking I'd have, like an 6th to 8th position, but no, I start up in 12th. But I think a lot of this can come down to if I can survive lap 1. Oh, fantastic. Matthias, thank you so much for filling in the community and myself, because I clearly didn't know what is going on. Much appreciated. Oh, so that's the type of hit that I don't understand. Daytona is a bump draft. Oh, yeah, of course, Matthias. My Saturday mornings are spent at the range and shooting clay pigeons and doing target practice with a scoped 22 LR Savage. I can't remember the model, but it's the fake wood one. Oh, thank you very much, Dev. Oh, no worries at all if you can't make it in for a few days. Oh, Nerf guns. All right, of course. I was a big Nerf fan when I lived in Ottawa. We'd spend sometimes an entire day with friends building forts, using the couch for defense. But yes, Nerf guns. Now it's the adult Nerf guns that I like to play with. Sometimes people forget that, at least I think what's happened in the UK is that while homicides have gone down from firearms, injuries and homicides have gone up incredibly in regards to knives. And there still remains the interesting fact that, oh yes, you are Irish, and if I recall correctly, is it Slacha? How do you saying Prost or cheers in Irish? Really slowed down there to avoid an accident. Ooh, braked again to avoid an accident. So we know we'll be able to pass him in that section if we can just not have him right in front. Super Doofus, fair enough. A good throwing arm is pretty valuable. That one I don't understand. Oh, at least he didn't come back and hit me twice. I can definitely do a one-strike policy. I'm not going to retaliate off one strike. But yeah, interesting fact, in Europe, there are a considerable amount of deaths from heat per year across all of Europe. And if you take those deaths, they've got about 700 and some odd million population, the US roughly 380 million. And if you remove suicides from those gun deaths, and you look at just homicides with firearms, and you compare those numbers, you ratio out the two populations, and there are still 3 times more people in Europe dying from heat, and you don't hear politicians going on and on about how everyone needs a free air conditioner, or worrying a whole lot about people dying from overheating, or medical deaths in the medical errors in the States, or pharmaceutical deaths. So it is definitely a hot topic that I don't want to upset anyone with, but I think the narrative that we're fed is often inconsistent, I should say. I think we should always worry about excess deaths, but in all forms, whether it's through medication, medical error, people dying from lack of proper heating because they're cooling because they're older maybe and can't afford air conditioning. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of 22s. I was doing some long range for a 22 LR. I was doing 200 yards and pinging, but I had a scope. But yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry, Dev, I missed that. I wouldn't think there'd be much of many deaths in Ireland from overheat because it's somewhat of a northern country. I would think those probably come more from areas like Spain, Italy, Greece. I always find I find squirrels entertaining and cute, but to each their own. I'm a particular fan of watching chipmunks, and they're adorable. Adorable until they get into your car. And chipmunks, I have had chipmunks eat electrical wiring on the Toyota MR2. That was less cool. Costly and less cool into my area. Squirrels and chipmunks do occasionally just go in, eating through the wiring harness for the engine. So we've seen some cars get kind of almost totaled from that, depending on its overall value. If it's a 1 or 2 year old vehicle, let's just say Ford won't be using wiring that's made from soybeans anymore. All right, let's get a pass on 8. Hopefully we don't get taken out on the straightaway here. Oh, it's one of those, I guess. Yeah, the 1 second penalty. We'll have to be careful, I guess, with the pass here. Well, talking with you guys always seems to make me a better driver. Oh, please don't sometimes you get unghosted. Ease back into the throttle, and that worked out just hunky-dory. Now, this is my first race of the day. Has anyone raced Daytona, and can anyone tell me if I'm going to be forced to pit, or can I just run the mediums to the very end and deal with the consequences in the slower, slipperier laps at the end? Yeah, squirrels not always making the best decisions, but us as humans, we can't say much more when we've been caught decades later having put nuclear waste barrels in the North Atlantic. Oh, I have to pit, but no tires. All right, fantastic. And Wes, do you suggest that if I'm going in anyways to get a new set of tires? All right, T1, take a wider line. Thank you very much, Deb. You, over this past year, have made me a lot faster. Ooh, that was not pretty. Yeah, squirrels are kind of dumb, indeed. Okay, so Wes, you would switch the tires? Yeah, radar, absolutely. So I guess I have to throw myself in front of cars? Is that the trick? All right, turn one coming up. We'll go nice and wide here. Oh, that felt awfully nice. Oh, that felt very smooth. Thank you so much, Deb. Try to take that one wider and then catch it inside. Oh, I could have gotten on the throttle a lot earlier. Oh, my goodness. I guess we were traveling, I don't know, maybe he thought maybe he thought I braked too early. I thought that was about proper braking area. Maybe I should say, oops, did I do that? Steve Urkel, 90s sitcom. Interesting theory on that, since that was an actor from one of the, I think the first Die Hard movie, and the father cop from Family Matters harms young male, Steve Urkel's age. So there's a theory that he's actually in an insane asylum, dreaming up that he has this family life going on. I braked, but cut back into his racing line. Ooh, okay. So I did do that. I would feel bad had he not hit me on the straightaway, but I still do kind of feel bad. Mistake made. Ah! Oh, missed the apex. I'll lose a little, but not too much there. Yeah, but I do love the Porsche, and I am oh so used to it. I guess maybe next race I'll have to throw on the Viper, or maybe the Toyota Supra. Let me know, Dev, what you think of the Toyota Supra at this track. I'm better at driving the Supra, I believe, than the Viper. Alright, the whole top of the pack's here. Of course, I still need to pit, so I've got no business being up here. But it is nice to know, or find out, if we can actually hold it together with the top of the pack. Oh, and I think we can. Oh, no we can't, because I skipped it here. So I guess once we take the penalty, right after, we'll jump into the pits. Alright, so if we've got the penalty here, then this is now the best time to, I guess, oh, no, wrong side. We'll probably pick up a penalty there. Mind you, it was the inside line, so I don't know. And while we're here, let's throw on some tires and not fuel. And I'm missing part of the live chat. I'm sorry, guys. I almost always have my phone. I just thought I had it in my pocket, but it's my new wallet. right, let's see. This puts us in, okay, maybe come out in 11. Oh yes, we did cross that penalty, so this will be a lesson to be learned as we'll finish in last. But right after, we're going to start up a lobby race if anyone would like to do some YouTubers versus subscribers. Hey, thank you so much, Ronan. We've raced this race often enough as a group that my brain still has memorized somewhat some of the lines that I've seen people take here. Oh, Dev, I'm sorry to hear that you broke your wheel. My wheel, oddly, last race on Sunday, shut off, and it took me off track. Got back in it, got back in the race, and still had a really fun championship race. Alright, he's right behind us. That penalty is gonna cook our race. Do a little coast here, get into third, back on the throttle, and there, that's no penalty that time. That seemed clean and legal. Legal tender. Some good old greenbacks. But this will be painful. There we go. Blowing off the Porsche 911's doors. Oh, okay. Oh, shake and bake. Sorry about that, mate. Anything can still happen. We've got 1.5 laps left, or 1 3/4 laps left, and there's a whole bunch of cars up ahead. Oh, well, that could happen too. I wasn't thinking that would happen, but there we go. Hey, Dano, just in time to get involved in our YouTuber versus subscriber races. Folks, don't forget, check out Dano's YouTube channel. Please throw him some likes. Right, okay, so we're in 14th. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did I make a mistake again? Was that my fault that I got punted hard like that, Dev? I guess I don't know Daytona well enough to know what's acceptable and what's not. Ah, thank you, Dev. Thank you. All right, let's get the 911 up to 140. Shift it into 5th, and now we can get it up to 160 miles per hour before we need to shift again. $162. Ha! Fantastic, Dano. Okay, so last lap and we'll get down to some real business. Alright, so Deb, thank you so much for telling me about taking turn 1 wide, because yeah, it's a lot easier to go through there quickly. Super doofus! Now folks, if you haven't checked out Tom's channel and thrown him all sorts of likes, please do. Let's get Tom to 1,000 subscribers ASAP. There we go, so a little perseverance, and we even have a chance to maybe pick up, jump into past Shake and Bake. Got these markers to help me know, kind of like my training wheels, help me know where the proper outside of the track is, where I should start turning in. Ooh. Cooked that one. Need to be going slower, I guess, to get proper turn in. Oh, we've got a 3.3 second lead, so we'll hold 13. I'll assume. Oh, the black police at tarmac. I'll try to catch that. Thank you very much, Dev. I got through that section faster than any other lap, so that's good to see that I'm getting faster here. Oh, and for the bus type, it's the white. There we go. I'm going to stop half reading things. I'm running upstairs, folks. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to start the lobby up, and then I'm going to run upstairs to get my phone, so I'm not going to miss the live chat. I guess we got to wait out. No choice but to wait out the last 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, that's interesting. We can't, Matthias, we can't have that in Canada anymore. I guess people are kind of grandfather clause, so if they already had, they can. But then there's this policy where you have to go and spend a certain amount of time on a range every single year. Otherwise, you lose all your, if you have a Glock or whatnot, you'll lose it, and it'll be criminal to own it if you didn't spend your proper amount of time on the range. So everything's made there to get rid of the hand Nerf pew-pews. All right, so here we go. Well done. Love seeing that first safety rating went up. I love seeing first, second, and third. We got the gold, the silver, and the bronze driving clean. It looks like the top of the pack was some very nice driving and a nice place to be. Unfortunately, I was down. Actually, wow, I'm surprised this much of the pack was considered clean. That didn't feel like that clean of a race. It wasn't horrible, wasn't filthy dirty, but it certainly did not seem that clean. All right, let's get down to the lobby. So part 2 of the live is when we take on the lobby, YouTubers versus subscribers. Dano, I think you ran leader last time, so I'm going to let you pick the first race. Mind you, we do have the Racing League coming up. Super Doofus Tom has created us a fantastic Racing League championship points, and we are doing Watkins Glen this Saturday, so I think it'd be great if we do Watkins Glen at some point. Let's see what Dano has picked out, if anything. I was worried about the Glock. I thought police force and military forces have accidental discharges with the Glock, but maybe I'm mistaken. The championship has started, but you can it's most Saturdays or occasionally a Sunday. So I'm going to switch the race if Dano calls a different race, but for now I'm going to throw it on Watkins Glen just so that there's something that people can load into. Spain, all right, fantastic. So Spain is going to be, am I mistaken? Is it Sardinia? Oh, very cool. 19 laps with 2 pit stops. Very cool. It's Barcelona. I'm sorry. Barcelona. Where is Barcelona? I thought it was more towards the top. Maguire. Barcelona. Sorry about that. Now, which layout would you like, Dano? we've got Grand Prix, no chicane, national layout or rallycross, and it's not Grand Prix, it's pronounced Grand Prix, as it's a French word. All right, left and down. All right, no chicken. Okay, no chicken. There we go. Thanks for all the help, Dano. Not a regular race for me. The steering wheel is broken. No worries, Dano. No worries at all. All right, so it's open. Come and join. It's JCCR Racing Clean or Kick or Batman. It's not written, but it is implied. I think you would, Dev. Quite possible. But sorry, I've been drinking. How do you call it? Drinking alone or hidden drinking. It's water with some lime. But cheers, folks. Or Prost. Now, hopefully you can find this. Normally, I'm starting to get a little worried that it's unfindable because normally there's an instant filling of at least 3-4 racers. Let me know if it's unfindable. Same here, Dano. Same here. Went to school actually for far too long. All right, well, let me know if it's unfindable and I need to reset it. But in the meantime, I'll enter the course. We all know I need some practice. Oh, an RIP lobby? Okay. Oh, geez. I started the gym, I guess, I started doing like push-ups and sit-ups when I was maybe 12. I was still in Ottawa at the time. All right, so it's a dead lobby. Let's get this corrected here. Sorry for that. And my gym health has been up and down just because I lose weight so quickly, but I don't gain weight very quickly. And if I do, it's just a little bit of weight down on the sides. So it's most of I find most of it comes down to actually diet. Create room, load settings, best template. There we go. We'll hit down Barcelona. Red tag, no chickens. One small change. We have to, let's do a rolling start. Barcelona. All right, let's hope it worked this time. Doesn't work this time. I'm gonna start blaming the race. There we go. It's working. Aussie Pug, what is up, mate? Aussie Pug saying hi, JC and chat. I've been busy posting pics and shorts while I'm off of work. Awesome. I'm gonna be off next week. I'll probably put in a little more time on the track, either in lobbies or racing, either more racing lobbies with the friends and the subscribers and the fellow YouTubers, or possibly more in the, not sports soft, or possibly more competitive racing on, well, this is competitive racing, but more weekly racing. If next week isn't going to be too dirty of a week. All right, so pick out your car while everyone picks their cars up and we load up. Dev, again, I'll show it off using the team livery that you made. I mostly do work in a livery, absolutely. In an office, sorry, in a livery. Yeah, I know I definitely work in a livery. I work at a dealership in sales. And very neat. We're the only Canadian dealership that has a co-op as part of the ownership structure. And might be the only one in North America, so 10% of the business is a co-op. So I got involved in that as quickly as possible because I think ideally where people work and they put into a company, there should always be ideally some form of very mild ownership. If you buy into the company, either buy stocks or get given stocks, I think you're more likely to be attached to the company and put your heart into the work you do. Hey, Cameron, howdy, friend. Oh, I forgot how slippery that green-gray stuff is. All right, so we've got 2 more racers on the grid, and we'll start it up. 8 racers, 8 to 12 racers, I think is perfect for here. No, I'm not a manager. I've stayed in sales. Sales, what's interesting, whether you sell houses, sell cars, sell insurance, whatever you sell, sales can, if you're really good at sales, you can make more bank than being a manager or a director, or even sometimes more than a general manager. All depends. Some dealerships pay their general managers decent salary, and some pay a ridiculous salary. That's more in the US with huge dealerships that will pump out, 10,000 new units per year. But it's pretty insane. Some US dealerships will pay $400,000 a year for a general manager, but you are responsible for every single employee, so fair enough, Ozzy, fair enough. But people say a lot of things. I'd say the expression should be, don't ever trust anyone. Trust isn't something that should just automatically be given, it's something that should be earned. Give your trust once someone has earned it or has, proven themselves trustworthy. Sorry to the car behind me, I was a little slow. Oh, Aussie Bug, no worries. No need to apologize. It is, when it comes to professions, the professions least trusted are, I think in order, lawyer, salesman, and our most disliked professions, and dentists. People generally prefer going to the dentist more than going to buy a car, but people usually have fun. If people are nice and respectful, or just not even respectful, I'd say if people are nice, are just not mean, well then I generally make people laugh and we have a lot of fun. I kind of approach it as I don't really care if I sell a vehicle or not. I just want to serve somebody, and if I've got the right product for them, well then I've got the right product for them, and if I don't, well I don't, and I tell them. Alright, let's start this race, folks. We got everyone in the house. Whew. Well, I guess I'll start off with a little bump in that bumper. There we go. Steering wheel's back. The horse is facing up, heads up, not heads down. I oddly have the Ferrari steering wheel. Oh my goodness, yeah, I gotta change that view. I will not race in that view. I do like the sim. Want to simulate the closest possible. King's Court in first, Rizio in second, and Dano in third, Ronan in fifth. Oh, it's gonna be hard to catch up to these legends. And JCCR Super Doofus right behind me, another legend, speaking of legends. Alright, turn one, let's go in bump free. Watching my radar. From the outside. Oh, okay, not a place to be giving it the gas. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no way of, I don't know what to do in those situations. As much as I was turning to turn on, it just kept sending me in that direction. So maybe I had to go with it and so I'd get back and then turn in the reverse direction. Sorry, Tom. And we've got Dirty 1-2. Hopefully that's Dirty 1-toe. Oh, Dirty 1-toe? Dirty 1-toe. Oh, okay. Well, let's not get the toe from Dirty 1-toe behind us. Alright, the high importance to get behind someone on these straightaways. Let them break wind for you. Maybe even bump draft if we're not at the end of the straightaway. Ooh, this is fun. We are nice and close. Oh, and Super Dupus, Tom, and I get a pass. Oh, sorry, Tom. Got a little too close to you there. Did a little extra brakey to avoid sliding into Tom. It's a nice race I'm having with Tom here. I'm enjoying how close this is. Giving it all I can, Captain, and I just can't catch up to Super Dupus. Okay, I'm braking too early in the hairpin. Dev, thank you for the secret little tips and tricks that Tom's not getting. If I pick up enough of these, I will pass Tom, and if not, or if I just don't follow or understand the instructions, that'll be on me, and then I won't pass Tom. Maybe, yeah, I definitely overbraked just a little there. Okay, brake later, brake later. Alright, I think my line was a lot cleaner that time. I was still braking maybe a little early. Maybe a lot early, but the line was cleaner. I was able to get, went through a lot too slow there. Need to maybe carry just a little more speed going in. Alright, so that's a section we need to fly through. I'm very much a rookie on this track. Mind you, that last turn looks like a lot of last turns on a lot of racetracks, so no issues there. Ooh, 141.3 put down by King's Court. Well done. Risk takers, late breakers, the motto of racing. Very nice, Dev. Well said. Thank you for that cool slogan share. Well, Tom, I gotta say, congratulations. I just can't catch you. And you're gaining ground on the car in front of you. This is great. I know I can go through there a lot faster. That's that hairpin. A little bit faster. Maybe in 10, 15, maybe in 20 laps I'll be driving this track half decently. First for rotation. Alright, risk taking right here. No braking. Okay, I'd been braking hard there, and no braking was the right requirement. Alright, so that should definitely cut a little bit of time off. And we can get that with a little more practice in the 143s, but it's Kings Court and Dano at the top, and Ronan. So let's see who answers the call. Dano or Ronan, what is the next track we're going to be racing? Whoever answers first gets the pick. Alright, so I was braking too early in the hairpin, and you're getting on the throttle too early to compensate. Fantastic, Dev. Thank you. I need to put on my big boy pants and go in with more speed and a little more confidence. Very nice. Oh, Watkins, fantastic. Dev, thank you very much for that piece of advice. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go over here, and let's get the next race started. Watkins Glen, called by Ronan, and he'll give us practice for the championship race this Saturday. All right, so Ash Larry hit that green check to get in the race so that we can switch it up. And here we go. JCCR Ronan saying, wisdom is patience, wrath is of the fool. Very true, very wise words. Deb saying, Watkins has a lot of leeway in the turn 1 track limit, so go for it and use it up. And Super Doofus saying, oh my goodness, what a weirdo. Super Doofus, I'm very sorry that that was his answer. Try to remember his name, and if we see him pop up on the list again, I'll just give him an instant boot. Alright, so let's see what people are going to be driving. We've got Kings Court. Yeah, you had a clean race bonus, and that was his comment. He just doesn't know how to drive and probably possibly goes through life blaming everyone else for his problems. And Deb bringing some great advice, saying for turn 1, drive all the way out to the red. I'm going to write something here so I can just see what Deb wrote. Drive all the way out on the red and yellow after a T1. Well, Super Doofus, if maybe it's something that, I don't know if there's a reporting system in this, but maybe that's something that you could consider as an option. So Kings Court's going to be driving the AMG, finished first in the last race. Ash Larry's in. Dano's driving the BMW. JCCR Super Doofus driving the Tom's Ferrari. And I'm going to be in the 911. And let's get Jay Rizzio to hit that green check mark, and we'll start. We're 9. That's going to be just the right amount. Oh, sorry. Here we go. We've got Ronan. Where's Jay Rizzio? Okay, he's there as well. Now King's Court, I'm sorry mate, you're very fast, so you can give us the enjoyment of showing us how to drive as you pass us all. Jay Rizzio, I'm going to give you guys the ultimate challenge. I'm putting you at the back of the pack. And then, let's see here. So A driver, B will move up Super Doofus, and Ash Larry, I have no idea if, what's his MO. TCR Juan Pablo. Let's put him just a little lower. Ash Larry, put him lower so I can see what his rating's at. Ronan, you're fast, my friend. Let's put you right behind me. And change tires. Great. So, okay, Roy, I'm going to move Roy up above me. Oh, thank you very much. You saved me one there. Oops. Here we go. Soft. Soft. And Roy. I got to move Roy up. But he's a C for safety. Roy. Roy, don't cause too much trouble here. Let's put you up in first. Apply. Let's get the pedal to the metal. Let's get to racing, folks. Thank you so much for making it in. We got some legends on the racetrack. Let's put the pedal to the metal and get her done. Thank you very much, Dev. All the way out on turn 1 exit. Fantastic. Yeah, generally I'm always keeping it in the lines there, meaning I'm leaving a lot of speed on the speedometer and a lot of speed off of the tires. All right, 911, let's get this done. Aussie Pug, great livery here. Thank you very much. Well, I wouldn't want that, Dev, so I'm going to give her and go all the way out. Okay, that wasn't all the way out. Still got some room. I'll be going faster next time around. Roy is still up there. Let's see how long that lasts. Oh, thank you, Dev. I love the assistance. All right, let's see here. Bottom of the hill, beginning of the tire marks. We'll get some brake, then some natural slowdown since it's an uphill. Oh yes, absolutely, radar. Not just what's in front, but what's behind as well. Over-repped it there. In second, I think we could have gained a few feet. Alright. Sorry, Roy. I'm going to be flying. Oh, I let off. My goodness. Not what I expected. I guess I'll play it safe and go through there in third. Alright, managed to stay on the track and not eat wall. Okay, so that was maybe a bit too much on going way out, I would think. I'm gonna assume I overdid it. But the good intentions were there. Almost. Close. That was a close one. And braking here, coast a little. I'm flying, I'm pushing it to my limits. Can we hold first? Unlikely, so it'll be quite interesting as the pack comes and tries to give me a good old pass. Maybe that's a little more reasonable for going out. Let me know, Deb, what you think. I need to bring it in a little and keep it a little bit more between the navigational beacons. In other words, am I driving like a drunk pirate? Or is it still acceptable and in between those navigational beacons, the buoys? Oh, we got the fast Beetle behind us. I don't know if I have penalties on. Must not, because yeah, what I did probably would have been a half-second penalty on the weekly race. All right, 0.3 seconds behind us. It is close. We held on a lap in first. Let's see if we can hold on for the final lap. Oh, that Beetle, he is a fast driver. It's Ash Larry, followed by Kings Court. Very light paint training, no harm, no foul. Right, racing with the big boys up here, and I'm gonna have to move Jay Rizio Ronan up higher on the chart, as well as Dano, because with only 4 laps being put in the bottom just because you're a fast driver, it doesn't make that much sense. And Kings Court and Ash Larry are extremely fast. Indeed, but very well said, Dave. Deb, very wise. You can see someone's true personality, well, at least the darker side of their personality, come out when under pressure. Yeah, my bad. Dave is on All Terrain Nation, a fellow YouTuber in the car reviewing world. You can see when I'm under pressure, I make mistakes with people's names and actually usually don't even remember them at all under pressure. It's not that I don't remember the person, it's just things get jumbled up in my head. Yeah, let's run that again, but absolutely. Let's see here. Ash Larry was extremely fast. So let's mix this up a little. And who's the other car that was extremely fast? Yeah, there was Ash Larry and... well, it wasn't me. Okay, Ash Larry. Who is he racing with? The Beetle. Where's the Beetle? Okay, Ash Larry had the Beetle. My brain is melted. Camera, I'm running the Thrustmaster GT2. I started off with the Thrustmaster 150 and actually bought this used, and it was the original steering wheel. It got cooked because I was running too much torque and it kept giving me shocks, and I think eventually it just cooked the steering wheel, but the hub is still good, so I picked up a used Ferrari steering wheel. Now, I'd love to figure out who was it that was speeding up. Oh, okay, this is going to be easy. I just have to check here. And we had Ash Larry, and it was King's Court in the Mercedes AMG. Mercedes AMG. And I should maybe put myself down a little. Mercedes AMG. I guess King's Court is gone. So we'll... TCR Juan Pablo doesn't look like he's going to be hitting that check mark or Pro 12, so I think we're going to be 8 racing this time. Oh, Mach Fu has made it in. And let's see. Oh, what's going on here? Let's change my order. I'm going to bring myself down just a little. Change. Oh, I haven't hit... I think probably Super Doofus would have gifted you a membership, Dev. I think that's probably what happened right there. Member of the JCCR racing community. Probably gifted it to you because you've been a fantastic coach. Okay, so I'm going to move myself up more. Ronan down some. Not putting Dano, J Rizio at the complete bottom. But I am going to put Ash Larry, who's surprisingly very fast. Okay, Knight Rider Jim wants to go at the... Sure, absolutely. At the bottom, no worries at all. Oh, now it looks like we're going to be... Looks like we're going to be 12 here, after all. And who can I put in front of me? D. Lucio FM and Pro 12. Ah! No worries, Dev. I think you picked up 2 jobs, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so Lucio and Pro 12. And Pro 12. Well, Pro 12, I can't find you anymore. And where's JCCR? Super Doofus, what happened to our buddy Super Doofus? I guess he had to go. Oh no, we lost Super Doofus. Back to the pack? Absolutely. Change grid order. Dano to the back. Here we go, and start race. Oh, Super Doofus, I would encourage you, based on what he said to you, I would think there'd be absolutely nothing wrong with you doing it. People need to stop acting like as if online they can be complete hot garbage and then pretend to be a decent person in the real world. And if they are hot garbage in the real world, well, they can still practice in the low stress environment of being online. It's not as if you're face to face with somebody. It's probably a good place to start working the muscle of just, you know, being patient enough, or I don't know what the term would be, but just being a half-decent human being. It's maybe harder to do in the real world if you have issues with, I don't know, being around people, if you get stressed being in public, anxiety, fear, whatever it may be, but you're online. It's probably the easiest place to be kind. It's not as if it's not as if it's people you love, care, respect for, necessarily, if you're in like a random environment. And he was definitely in a random environment and new to the group, so I'm really not sure why he'd spend lap one hitting everyone and then saying what he said. So sorry that there's I guess some people I think go through pain and deal with it by trying to dish out pain to other people. That's unfortunate, because I don't think it is a good way to, oh no! I don't think it's a good way to deal with pain. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut in front of someone's line there because I was spinning out of control. My bad. Not sure why I was spinning out of control though. I'll have to figure that out at a later time, because normally I've got grip there. Hey, film this! Those are the eyes of a lurker. Welcome back, buddy. Folks, if you haven't already subscribed and given Philness all sorts of likes on his videos, please do so. He's a fantastic driver and a kind human being. And I want to make sure he gets to 1,000 subscribers. No, I'm not pro-retaliation. I'm not sure, Dev, if the question was for me or for someone else, but I'm not really pro-retaliation. I'd say where I retaliate is if someone hits me on the straightaway and it looks like I just, if they hit me once, whatever, but if they keep coming back to hit me, well, ideally before I get hit off the track, my defense will be highly aggressive. That's what I would say my Batmaning is. It's highly aggressive defense. That's when the races don't have any consequences. And it's unfortunate, because if the races had consequences, well then the whole situation probably wouldn't happen, or wouldn't happen that often. And that's precisely what happens in society. Tests, not just tests, but history and reality has shown it. For example, when cities aren't tough on petty crime, then there's much more the correlation with more serious crime is that the more serious crime is going to be much more frequent. And when the same cities crack down on petty crime, well, then the more serious crime numbers drop as well. Gosh. Well said, Super Doofus, well said. Jay Rizio dropping a 146.7. The fastest lap thus far. Let's see if anyone's going to be able to beat him on that. Oh, I'm going to try to pick right between these two cars, and I made it through accident-free. I'm pleased about that. Ha! Sorry, laughing because I read, Deb, your comment. Bottom of the hill, a little braking on the dark tire marks. Whew, I do love Watkins Glen. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Watkins Glen. My goodness, I slid through that entire turn. I'm surprised that the consequences weren't more dire or grave. Oh, I love that switchback right there. And then the fact that the wall's there is just so perfect. All right, I'm only 3.5 seconds off. Oh, I should probably look at the track. Thankfully, the wall here way off. But if your brakes have completely failed, nothing really there to slow you down before that hard steel wall. Tank Key 69 in front, and we got, oh, it's Ronan in the BMW behind us because he's been giving us the nitrous boost. Thank you very much. The whole experience of this track. Oh, there's not much inside left to steal here. Let's see about the outside. Ronan, thank you for the assistance. No matter what position I'm in, there's a good chance Ronan is going to be behind me, giving me boost and holding back the pack. I feel like the highly selfish driver, Ricky Bobby, getting my teammate, who's probably a better driver, and in this case, Ronan is absolutely 100% a better driver, no doubt. If I said Ronan was a better driver, if I said I was a better driver than Ronan, I'd be as silly as my brother, who today said he thought he was stronger than I am. It's like, buddy, we go to the gym. You don't see that I lift twice or 3 times as much as you, except for in the legs. Definitely could beat me in a fight, though. He's got the weight, the reach, and the height over me. But I don't really see the point of ever fighting unless it's for sport, like wrestling, an interesting sport where you don't actually hit the person and give them brain damage. But there we go. We've got BBRC Waco up in first. Good game. 9-11 win up at the top. Absolutely, Dev. Good game. Fantastic track. Interesting, I think, accidental crash at the top. And let's see how the overall results went. JCCR, Jay Rizio pulling a nice second in the GTR Nismo. We got Dano in third. Wow, came from the absolute back. Ash Larry, TCR, Juan Pablo with the Texas flag, I believe. And we've got Tonky 69 followed by myself and Lucio FM. Good job, mates. Now, let's see, whose turn is it to pick? Jay Rizio, you can pick the next race, please. Let us know. Oh, and Mokfu saying new pedals. Well, that's very cool, Mokfu. Very, very nice to explain maybe what happened there. Yeah, I'm going to spread some kindness as well here. And that was fun. Good to see everyone again. Well done, and that was an incredible race. I'll say a whole bunch of positive things. And let's change for the last race of the night. Let's see what we're going to be taking on here. And if I don't hear from Rizio, I guess I will pick the track myself. All right, we haven't raced Suzuka in quite some time. Let's give Suzuka a try here. It's getting late on my end. We've been racing now for almost an hour, so let's get 3 race laps in for the last one. And of course, if we get a last minute request from Jay Rizio, I'll switch it up. But if not, I think this Suzuka is going to be a nice track to end on. It comes back as a weekly race from time to time, so it's good to stay sharp on it. Oh, Knight Rider Jim saying Trial Mountain. Absolutely. Here we go. Change event settings. Let's get Trial Mountain in here. Full course, absolutely not in reverse. And let's get down to business. Always good to get a full 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. If you're doing sports or working out, that's when you're gonna get your muscles fixed, and if you get enough sleep, it definitely helps with testosterone. Dano saying who's dreading pulling out. Well, I'd like to more. Oh, the BRZ. Yeah, see on my screen, Dano, that cut off to just say, LOL, I was dreading pulling out. And Gran Turismo 7 and PS5 YouTube Online, great job for cutting sentences off in very questionable manners. I do have to set my tires back every time, it looks like. They are stuck on mediums. I'm sorry, I am fading. I need to pull out. The wakey wake pills. The caffeine pills, I guess. Here we go, let's get started, because in 3 minutes I'll be all dozing off. Oh, there we go. Let's get down to business. Beautiful forest, beautiful trial mountain. Real trial is probably not hitting all the wildlife that would be on this mountain, of course. I would love it if the Mount Washington area in North Conway had a racetrack up there. Oh, that would be just primo. Be fantastic. Alright, we got Seagray up here. I'm in second because we lost the cars, I guess the players that put in front of me. Oh, and I got the good old honky push. A little bit of a honky push there from TCR Juan Pablo. I guess I'll just enjoy the wonderful sounds of this car in the tunnels. Alright, well I think that cooked my race. Hopefully that was accidental. But I think he was in a big hurry to get up into first. Let's see if he crashes out BBRC Waco. Jay Rizzo, you're up there. Let me know how TCR's driving is. If it's a boot, a kick situation, or if it's most likely, if he continues to drive that way, well then we know that's his drive style, and he just won't be welcome back into the lobbies. Hopefully it was accidental. It'll give me a good chance to learn this track back here now. Outside to the apex, and yeah, we cannot. That is pushing it way too hard. Air caught. That's it for me. I'm gonna spectate. No, no, do not want to exit. I want to. Yes, I think if I want to spectate here, I'll go into spectate mode. Alright, let's watch the top of the pack. a Cobra on a Toyota Supra, not something I'd expect. More of a Shelby Ford thing. That is still a pretty darn nice livery. Let's take it from the perspective here. Oh, and the Ford GT, fantastic. Find the Ford GT a hard car to drive, so I applaud you, mate. Early shift point at 6,500 RPM. Wow. More standard for a V8. Alright, so that's how we go through there. That's how we need to get it done. Fantastic driving being done here by the legendary Jay Rizzo. Hey, good evening, B. See, behind we've got Dano. Top of the pack, looks like it is, everyone's driving very similar laps because the space on the gaps here don't seem to be getting closer or further. See Gray behind, Ronan coming up. Waco here is just flying in the BMW. Waco's gaining ground, and Jay Rizzo still following very closely. All right, nice apex hopping there. Absolute apex predator. And that is the race. And everyone has crossed, so well done, gang. Oh, B, thank you for the post-race greeting, but I'm sorry, at least for me, you're just in a little bit too late. I'm on my way out. I am completely cooked. And TCR, Juan Pablo saying he's sorry to... Oh, Waco saying he's sorry to Juan Pablo. Well, Waco, well done. I'm spent. Thank you so much, team. It's been fantastic driving here with the team this evening. Have a great evening, and I will do better tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Spread some kindness in the world. Godspeed and God bless everyone. I hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. This is still my favorite way to drive, but I do have Johnny's Car Care and Reviews where I'm long-term reviewing a real-world 2017 Shelby GT350 with that famous flat-plane crank V8. We've also got the 1991 Toyota MR2 on its fourth engine. Big surprises. So far, the Toyota by far has cost me tens of thousands of dollars more. Tom, good luck with the video. You've got our support. We love you, mate. You've got our support. And we've got the 1999 Porsche 911, which surprisingly hasn't cost me that much, and it's my second Porsche 911. For a while, for a year, we had two Porsche 911s, a 2000, and we also had the 1999 Porsche 911. Yeah, some people are in French, there's an expression, aucun savoir vivre, pas de savoir vivre. It means no idea how to live, really. It's kind of saying that someone has absolutely no class and just doesn't know how to live well. You live a better life when you live with as much patience as possible, as much kindness as possible, but kindness doesn't mean you're just a complete doormat. So sometimes we need to stick up for ourselves, and sometimes it's just not worth it. It reminds me of the kind of a joke proverb about what was it, a tiger arguing with a donkey about the color of the sky, and then the tiger says, "Well, we'll take it to the lion, the king of the jungle, to decide," because the donkey was saying the sky was red or purple, something ridiculous. And then they get to, or is the grass, because you could actually debate what color the sky is because we see it a certain way. But anyways, the grass, and they get to the Lion King, and he lets the donkey off and says, "Yeah, yeah, you're right, donkey. Go, piss off, you know, flock off." So that was with an L, flock or puck off. And then he punishes the tiger and tells him you can't speak for 2 years. And the reason for that is that a wise person should know not to argue with a donkey, because no matter what you tell the donkey, well, the donkey's going to be illogical and, well, live up to his name, be stubborn. So wise people should know better, but sometimes a little bit of justice is always a lot of justice is needed. Societies fail when there is a lack of justice. And that's also part of the reason why I don't believe in this new age nonsense called restorative justice. It's one of the reasons why I stopped being a manager of residences at a university. I was being told that I would have to move towards restorative justice. And I think when you don't punish the small stuff or the medium stuff or the serious stuff, you have absolute chaos in society and everything falls apart. But that's my take on it. Godspeed, everybody. He wrecked like 5 people in that race. Ronan Batmaned him. Well done, Ronan. Thank you very much. And we'll have to watch TC Pablo. He nailed me off the track pretty hard. But then after that, he seemed to be racing clean. But maybe it's just because he couldn't catch up to the first place to nail him. So we'll keep an eye on that, folks. Good luck and see you tomorrow night. Actually, don't do a 11 or 12-hour shift with next to no breaks tomorrow, other than my gym break, 1 hour gym break. So tomorrow I will be home, I will be on, and I will be all here for you all, and I hope you'll all be here for me. Godspeed, everybody. Take care.